What is up, Sports Wars? Today we're going to talk about former quarterback Tate Martell blasted for old Justin Fields tweets because he just lost the starting job in Miami. Tate Martell, the former Ohio State quarterback and Miami transfer, lost out on the Hurricanes starting job to redshirt freshman Jarren Williams on Monday. First-year Miami head coach Manny Diaz named Williams a starter just months after Martell's controversial departure from Columbus that brought in drama involving former Georgia five-star Justin Fields. So, if you remember, Justin Fields came into Georgia when Jake Fromm was already on the roster. So he entered a heated quarterback competition. After not being named a starter there, he decided to enter the transfer portal. And I think that was the biggest first story we had with the transfer portal. So five-star quarterback transferring out. In the midst of that time, Tate Martell sends out the following tweet. Word of advice: don't swing and miss, especially not your second time. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Now, the reason I'm enjoying this so much is because of the cockiness associated with that. And then going to a different school and swinging and missing again. All right. Now, I covered the Kelly Bryant story with regard to him not getting a ring after starting 4 games, and I stand by that. I think that's the right thing to do. However, this is a much different situation. This is somebody not being named the starter, entering the transfer portal, going to another school, quarterback there, jumping ship, and trying to land a starting position somewhere else. I think that's much different. I think if you look and see like a situation like Jalen Hurts, somebody who stuck around at Alabama, had an opportunity to step up when his team needed him, and now he's getting another second chance at Oklahoma. It'll be really interesting to see what he does, and he's actually upped his brand with that move. Now you've got one quarterback and actually potentially 2 quarterbacks that have really damaged their brand, because as we read further, now we play the waiting game to see if Fields is in fact the starter in Columbus. After all, what seemed like a sure thing is now being mentioned as a tight race for the Buckeye starting job. Though we expect Fields to take the first few snaps under center against Florida Atlantic on August 31st, it would not be too surprising to see former quarterback Gunnar Hoke get the call for Ohio State instead. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? This just goes to a bigger issue, I think, with what is the transfer portal and how that's affecting college football. Things have changed. No longer are the days where you sit on the sidelines, sit behind a guy, and wait your turn. Now it's, I'm not getting my reps. I'm not getting the call as a starter. I'm out of here. And kids are really damaging their brand. So it'll be really interesting to see where that goes. If you're not immediately named the starter, I mean, you have the potential to become a laughing stock like Tate Martell. I mean, look at this. Got his hardship waiver approved to get immediate eligibility at Miami and still lost a starting job. Right there. Oh, LeBron, Tate Martell after losing it. Good game, bro. Good. All right, I'm out. Oh, man. What was this? OJ. Oh, it's awful, man. It's awful. There's no telling what would have happened if he stuck it out in Columbus. He might be the starting quarterback this year. I mean, maybe Justin Fields has some developmental issues. We don't know, and now we'll never know. But we do know one thing: Tate Martell won't be taking the snaps against Florida in Week 1, and that's shaping up to be an interesting matchup as it is. We got second-year head coach in Dan Mullen against first-year head coach here in Manny Diaz, and we're gonna get an opportunity to see maybe who could be a contender there in Florida. Maybe Miami's making a return Powerhouse. I mean, they got Dan Enos down there now coaching the quarterback, so a lot of promise there. And Florida had a really good season last year, so I know Dan Mullen is looking to capitalize on that and have a great second year as head coach. So lots to talk about here. You know, the big thing I think is the transfer portal with regard to how that affects college football going forward and what coaches are going to do to, you know, advise these young players on making this decision and what sort of examples they're going to have to look at here as far as what's happening to these guys that have entered the transfer portal and not been so successful. So I don't know. What do you think? You think the transfer portal is kind of getting out of hand? What do you think about this? You think Justin Fields can turn it around? You think Tate Martell is, you know, kind of out of options here? Do you think he'll re-enter the transfer portal? I don't know. Thanks for checking out this video. You let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll talk to you later.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.